we're going to be going over the updates that are going to be happening on April 6th. Limbus Company just released on Twitter. It's a big one, so let's just really quickly dive into it. So we're going to be getting our update, nothing too crazy about that's happening on April 6th, so the usual, don't play the game when it's updating. First and foremost, we're going to have our targeted banner for a Heathcliff. So if you've all been looking for your bunny Heathcliff, now's the time to be pulling for our Heathcliff. Our Heathcliff, very, very strong. Top tier unit currently, I would say, but obviously specifically for short form content dungeons, so your daily grind such as your mirror dungeons and your luxcavations such as thread and exp. Very good for short form content. Don't know how he's going to do in the railway extraction. That being said though, there is the new target extraction featuring 3-star Otis and the new 2-star Hong Lu. I'll be pulling for Otis, but I'm not going to be trying too hard for her. Realistically, I'm going to do like maybe a 10 pull and a few singles and see what I get. Ideally, I'm aiming for 2-star Honglu, 3-star Otis. Not really what I'm gunning for. We also have the new Identities Ego, so we're going to have Teleport False also in the pool now, so that's also going to be able to be extracted as well if you're looking to pull for Teleport Fall. I'm not going to be pulling for her, or not this Ego, because it doesn't really seem like I need it for my account. Next on the list is all these changes. So TLDR, now you can skip doing dungeons. However, there is the caveat that if you decide to skip dungeons, you will be spending twice the amount of mana and you will only be getting 75% of the resources compared to just doing it normally. I will say that this definitely does help fight against people who are macroing and botting, but personally and honestly, I would say they should just make it a regular skip. There's no reason really to make it a reduced EXP, or not reduced EXP, reduced resource gain, because realistically, if you just put that in the game, people will just burn as much resources as they can by saving up a stamina. Honestly, this just makes it feel bad to be using your skips, but it's better than nothing. We also have the Overclock. Overclock is the ability where you will use 1.5 times more resources to use your ego. However, by doing so, you gain your ego corrosion skill without any of the negatives. But it also offers a level of strategy where if you decide to, you can go into ego corroded version of the ego by going into negative affinity resources. So that's just going to offer another nuance gameplay decision that I'm really looking forward to in the game. Then we also have a whole sweep of changes. So we're going to be getting our biggest change with how resonance activates with certain passives. So there's a list of these passives that I'm not going to go over in this video. I could probably do that in another video if you guys really want. Just comment in the section down below if you want me to go over the changes with each individual passives. But essentially what's happening is certain passives that require resonance change are going to be changing into resource base. So instead of needing to do a resonance chain, you just need to have the affinities available, very much like an ego. And overall, I would say that's going to be a big change. I don't know if he's going to change these characters a lot, or maybe it is. But then there's also the certain resonance dependent effects change the static numbers. This, I'm not too sure what this line means exactly. I'll have to figure it out. From what I understand and what I'm interpreting is that what is required right now needs to be a chain in order for you to activate, whereas if they change it to a static number, I'm assuming it doesn't need to be a chain and it only needs to be just the amount of colors that are used within your skills. So that instead of chaining 3 skills together, if it requires 3, you can now just have 3 of the same color, just all sporadically, lined up. It could be like 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, instead of having to be 3 in a row. That's what I'm assuming that means. Overall, really good changes, and we have more bug fixes, the usual. More bug fixes, the usual. And we're going to be getting a lovely 300 lunacy bonus for updating the game. So overall, really liking the changes in the game. I'm looking forward to what's going to be happening with railway extraction. Railway extractions, obviously up here, they just reposted the update, but they did change a few things with railway extraction, at least with the update. With the update here, well, obviously we're going to get our endgame content, and how it works is you're going to be getting your rewards where when you clear the station will record the number of turns taken to clear the turns and the cumulative amount of turns taken throughout the current expedition total turns. After clearing a stage in line for the first time during the event period, the rewards will be sent to Lost and Found. To gain access to Lost and Found, a number of Enkaphilim modules will be required. Afterwards, you may freely access it and claim the rewards you've earned without any additional cost. So that's just basically how you claim your rewards at the end of your expedition. Unlock the box, get all of it. But as you can see, 25 Enkaphilim modules, so that's quite the sizable amount. Not only that though, they did say that each battle is going to be an abnormality battle, and as you can see at the bottom, it's going to show you the rewards that you will be getting, and it looks like it's going to be some sizable rewards. Also, not only that though, this dungeon requires you to use your characters, so it's not Mirror Dungeon where it levels up every 10, or not levels up, but where you can choose to level up your characters roguelike style, whereas in this dungeon you have to use your characters that you have. If your character is level 5, you're bringing in a level 5 character. If your character is an uptide 2, you're bringing in an uptide 2 character. With that being said though, the game is very generous in how you reset the game. So say for example, if you progress through 5 stages and you realize that at stage 3 you made a big mistake and now you're kind of soft locked into stage 5, you can go back to either stage 4, stage 3, stage 2 and retry those stages to get a better run. That way you can have it so that your team isn't completely destroyed. That being said though, your sinners are used in say this battle right here. If you don't use it in this next battle, those sinners here will heal up for this battle. Obviously, sometimes you might want to continue your streak of characters because they'll have high sanity, because what will happen is if you win this battle and have high sanity, you might want to carry that over into the next battle. But if you choose not to carry over those units I use here and you don't use them here, what will happen is once you reach this battle here, all your sinners' sanity and health reset. So there is a debate between whether or not you should be using one team steamrolling the content with high sanity, or alternating your team, albeit resetting your sanity back to 0 every single time you do that. Overall, these changes are looking very exciting, really looking forward to it. And the last thing that they did change at the back was here. Previously, before, they had it where these little banners you would get if you complete the dungeon in under, I believe, 50 turns, 100 turns, and 250 turns. But now they've made it a flat 100. So I'm assuming these numbers will change. I'm just assuming that right now they don't have the exact numbers and they don't want to show us. So we'll see what happens when the game mode launches. Is it going to be 50, 100, 200? Is it going to be 100, 200, 300? I don't know. It will have to take some time to figure it out. I will say though that this definitely does provide us content to be able to min-max and try to get the lowest amount of turns possible to clear a stage. It's going to be pretty brutal though, thinking about how to do this, since with a specific team you're really going to be fighting tooth and nail to be just getting 1 turn, 2 turn less than what you did before if you're really trying to optimize. And especially in this game mode, you're going to have to require a high level of luck to be able to get the best banner. Obviously these are banners, so they really are just cosmetics, but that's the name of the game. In this game currently right now, I would say your flex, your drip is literally these banners. Banners are literally what's going to differentiate your account from a true whale versus a true connoisseur. Overall, really enjoying this, and as usual, let me know what you guys think about the changes and upcoming updates in the comment section down below. Let me know what you're most excited for. Honestly speaking, I'm most excited for Railway Extraction. Railway Extraction has been the content that I've been dying to do. It's going to take a lot of work to do it since there's a lot of optimization, a lot of team building, and I don't have everything yet. So unless I truly decide to full on whale on the game, we'll just have to wait and see. I'll be doing more guides with free to play units or relatively low units such as tier 2 units only and no tier 3s. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. As usual, I stream Monday to Friday on Twitch, and I have a Discord community where we talk about everything Limbus as well as other gacha games. As usual, my name is John Paniel. I'll see you guys later. Talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.